Click.
Hello, we are back. And he's been
back.
holding that rupee up for about, 10 minutes now. He's got an arm.
Yeah, he does. And
Well,
look at that. Wow, using the arm to destroy things as well.
Alright, yeah,
Link the Destroyer.
I really hope in this part I will get the item in this dungeon. Or shrine. Dungeon, shrine, all the same.
The item will blow you away.
Oh. Why must you foreshadow everything?
I thought that was pretty stupid, but fun at the same time.
I can't get over there.
I have become all the things I don't like about this place.
Now there's a puzzler. I suspect there's not much more we can do here right now. Let's press on. Perhaps we can work this from another angle later on. Hint.
Thanks.
Hint.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Oh no, it's
Why
just.
didn't you blow the turn the other one in? No, I don't know where it is.
Alright, I'll go back for it because it's kind of the first dungeon and I need to show what it is.
So you push that side and then push that side. See?
Yeah, so I messed up
There you
there.
go, smart.
You got the compass! It's kind of what goes along with the map. You'll be able to find hidden items like where certain treasure chests are in the game.
Is that really necessary to tell him that?
Maybe.
It's for knowing which way is north.
Not in this game.
And for orienteering.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Surprise ambush! Ah!
Hey!
Huh?
So what kind of parties are you going to with all these mushrooms? I'm concerned.
We're with Mario.
Oh, well then I can trust them.
And see, there's actually one way you can kill these guys, is that you throw a pot at them.
Wait a minute. Mushroom and pot? This is terrible.
Oh, it is! Oh! And if you look here, we'll get some foreshadowing of what the mini-boss is.
Really?
See, but we can't go that way because it's covered in web.
Yeah.
And now...
Gotta be some way to get rid of that web.
Well, that's why we got this key for. I thought ahead. I planned this.
I thought that was something special on the wall there, but it was just a wall. Alright, what you gonna do with this fella?
What you do is you hit his face, and then he'll make this heart on his tail appear.
That looks like a butt.
It is his butt. Makes his butt appear. Ow! 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 I'm getting...
What?
Let's play curse! And when he gets... And after you hit him, he gets mad and runs.
Red hot man!
He'll run in a random direction, just... Stay away from him. He's not that hard. I'm just making it look harder than it is. Oh, see, he's already dead. Giant ominous chest. I wonder what will be in here. It certainly can't be anything helpful. You got the gust jar. It's a very unique item. No other Zelda game has this item.
How true.
Hold the button to draw things in and then release it to fire them out. Set it to A or B in an item screen to use it. Yes, we haven't actually had to use it since our shield and our sword have already been there.
Can you name another item that maybe could be used similarly from another game?
I guess. I mean, not really.
Or if you were on something and you need to move the wind to blow? Or move wind to move something.
Well, I guess like the whirlwind or the Deku Leaf from Wind Waker would be an equivalent of this, but they couldn't suck things in like this. Yes,
I
this.
was just thinking that leaf thing that he uses to glide.
Yeah, but that blows. But this thing sucks.
Oh. But now just blew there though.
It can blow and suck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And also, also a nice little secret here.
What?
If you go in here, you got
Number 3.
a piece of heart number 3. And there's actually one more piece of heart you can get in this dungeon or shrine that you can get. Will giving us our first full heart container before we face the final boss. Isn't that swell?
That is swell. Hey, now what can you do with the gun?
Wait, housekeeping. Housekeeping. Oh, they keep this so messy.
And you sucked that heart thing in too. That was cool.
They keep this place so messy. They pay me all the time to clean, but I never clean now. But now we have vacuum.
What was that? Were you trying to be racist that time?
Oh no, I wasn't.
Accusing me of it. Hey, call it. Oh, I don't know.
I was just saying housekeeping.
Tell me about the mysterious shells.
The mysterious shells. We do not know what they're useful for yet, but they will come into like a side quest, a very long and hard side quest that we'll get to later.
We'll just hold on to them for now.
Yeah. And even more. I'll explain to later when we can actually access it. If you step on this switch, you get a portal up there. So if you go near the main room, you'll be able to get up there. As you can see, you can now hurt these mushroom guys by pulling out all the pollen that they have.
You basically ruined them. You took away their power.
Die.
Poor little mushroom guys. They never hurt anybody. Well, actually, they did.
I just like to things be clean. I am partially OCD. Not really. You can also go over here if you want and
Take care of business.
see with their, even though they're invincible with their pollen, get rid of their spore. They're not pollen; it's more spores. That's what mushrooms have. You can get another chest with 10 mysterious shells. You will be getting a lot of these. They'll sometimes even appear random on the overworld where you cut open grass and stuff.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, there's a door somewhere.
Hey, now!
Now you can suck away this spider web here to access the next part of the dungeon. Ah! Convenient. I'm not dead.
Now you're in the basement, I guess?
State the obvious. Now what? Unless we find a way to travel by water, we won't be going much farther. Yes, but luckily we had to get it.
What's that behind you?
It's an impenetrable wall. Yeah, use the gust jar to suck it in, and then.
No, don't do it. It's too dangerous. It's too dangerous, Link.
So what you do is you move this little tiny lily pad using the gust jar. If that wasn't apparent. And it's very simple. A lot of games have had stuff like this. In fact, even in Super Mario Sunshine had something similar to this, and where the mud boat, or also the lily pads, where you had to use the flood.
Good old flood, F-L-U-D, right?
F-L-U-D-D.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Doggone. I hate it when you know more than I do about games. I made you.
It's like it stands for, it's the acronym, the Flash Liquidizing Ultra Dousing Device.
Somebody had fun with that, though. I think that's actually a pretty good game, Super Mario Sunshine. It doesn't go down in the annals of history as a favorite, but...
So what you want to do is just clear up some of them if you want, and then move one of the pots onto the switch. Took me for a while to figure that out.
Yeah. It's just, you see those spots, you don't think in terms of moving them, you just think of in terms of picking them up and moving them and setting them down.
I think it's like one of the only ones where you actually have to push the pots.
Yeah.
You know, everything, a lot of the thing about this game is that almost a lot of objects in the dungeons are relative to the size of Link, if you think about it. Those pots are about the same size as Link, the enemies are about the same size as Link.
True.
Heck, even that jar is almost the same size as he is. And see, this was the key we got earlier. If you remember, this was the room we couldn't get at earlier. And,
There you go.
now we can.
You going back to where you came?
Yeah, because there was a locked door I didn't show.
Oh.
You know, all Zelda fanfare in all its glory.
Yeah.
Oh, we're sailing on the... It's not even the sea, it's a puddle.
I don't know how they basically kind of packaged the same game concept over and over again, and I still love it. It blows my mind.
That's really something...
Was that a slug? Oh no!
It's one thing that Nintendo does. It kind of dwells off of its own nostalgia.
Yeah.
And it makes a lot of money off of it. And why fix something that's not broken?
What you gonna do? Ah!
See, you can use the gust jar to pull it in, and don't do that!
And throw yourself in the water.
That's the thing about Nintendo. It teaches you the gameplay elements at a steady pace, and you understand it.
Yeah. A lot of game testing going on to make it...
Yeah, they're pros at the testing to make sure everything works properly. It's really hard to find a glitch in some Nintendo games. Though it's easy to find ones in third party. I really have to admit,
This actually was developed by
Capcom, yeah. I mean, but I bet you Nintendo was like looming over the shoulder the whole time.
Before they had their blessing.
Oh, okay, red portal. This is a faster way.
I saw a portal somewhere.
Now you're thinking with portals. Yeah.
That was pretty good, Gladys.
And so now see, these are the portals that appeared in the beginning of the dungeon. This is why there's hearts here. I don't need them. I could continue on and get to the boss right now, but first, go through the blue portal and you can get a piece of heart. The fourth piece of heart. So now we will have a fourth heart container before we even face the boss. That is awesome. See? 4 before we even...
4.
We'll have 5 at the end of like next part.
How are we doing on time?
I say we got 4 minutes left.
Well, you can get ready for the battle.
I don't need anything else. Let's talk to Elzo, see what he has to say. If you had any hopes of reforging the Sacred Blade, do as the Elder says. Go find the Earth Element. Yeah, if you press select on the Game Boy, Elzo will tell you what you should be doing, vaguely. He will not help you on specific puzzles. There's the boss door. A lot of the design choices are very similar to that of, Wind Waker. 20 rupees! That's great. See, like, the boss door is very similar to the Wind Waker boss door.
Alright.
Like I said, Wind Waker kind of became, kind of like the kiddie version of what they wanted Zelda to be. Because anytime the graphics couldn't support a realistic Zelda now, they just use Wind Waker. You know, don't even bother coming up with a new style.
Don't tell me that. It's a great looking style.
It's a great looking style, but they've used it a lot. Because they've used it in Wind Waker, they've used it in, well, this game, they used it in Four Swords Adventures, they used it in
you don't know
Twilight Princess. Well, not Twilight Princess, used it in Phantom Hourglass.
But you don't know what the Skyward Sword is. I mean, it has a little bit of that, but it's supposedly you're going to feel like you're actually in a painting.
Supposedly. I hope they clean it up a bit, because I have to admit, some of those enemies looked kind of ugly, and not in a good way ugly. Alright.
Why don't you go in and just so you can see him, maybe, or is it going to turn into a thing?
I think it might turn in...
Go ahead, let's cut it now, I think.
Yeah, let's cut it now. Sorry you had to hear a squabble in the next fight. I mean, in the next episode, we shall fight the final... not the final, the boss